All right, all right. Good morning, everybody. Oh, yeah, I'll take these down. Hopefully, you've been trying out Go Manager for a lot of people already. We'll take that. We'll take that out. We'll take that out. If you're excited about that promotion, type 01 in the chat. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Yes, I absolutely love it. Anytime to help people get paid some extra money is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But again, happy Tuesday morning, or whenever you may be watching this. My name is Hayden Vavra. I've been part of this incredible company now for over a decade, about 11 years. And when I started, I was, really just looking for some great products, but also at the same time looking for opportunity in my life. Very, very, very motivated to make something happen at the age of 24 and try to figure this thing out. And now, as I get older, I learned that I absolutely know nothing, and that is an exciting place to be, open to possibility all the time. People tuning in from the Netherlands, Mississippi, Minnesota, all over the place. Welcome, 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 and good morning. I hope that you have been loving these calls. All the other leaders have been absolutely crushing it. Hillary last week, Tyler the week before, Patty Cepeda, the Slobans, Emily, CG. It has been absolutely incredible. You're going to be hearing from some more leaders as well, and hopefully they're really in alignment with where you're at in your journey and taking bits and pieces for where you need to go to the next level and starting to have that vision. Because I will tell you, one of the things that we're all in alignment with is a long-term vision and building a legacy and doing it through this vehicle of Isagenix. And it's been absolutely exciting as we continue to grow and evolve and have a lot of fun doing it at the same time. So one of the things I really want to share with you, and I shared briefly with my team last week on our team call, and is really seizing opportunities, focusing on opportunities, feeding opportunities, and starving your problems. Okay, and starving your problems. And so that is something that I think, especially these last few years, we've been so conditioned to focus on the problems at hand without seeing the beautiful opportunities that have been presented as a result of that. And it goes hand in hand when we are sharing this gift with people, whether it's an opportunity to live a healthy lifestyle, it's an opportunity to create more freedom, it's an opportunity to pay those residual bills. One of the beliefs that I have is we all have residual bills. We better have a residual income that meets or exceeds those residual bills, a reoccurring income that meets or exceeds those bills that seem to come in, whether we like them or not. It could be a car payment, it could be a house payment, it could be your taxes, it could be your electricity, it could be your cable, it could be your cell phone, it could be so many different things. But whether we have a job or not, those companies don't care. They're going to keep charging you. So having an income that is reoccurring, that continues to come in to help pay those bills that continue to come in, I truly believe that is freedom. Now, whether you are working a full-time job, part-time job, multiple jobs, you are doing the right thing by building this freedom, okay, and making that happen. So when I look back on my journey, a couple problems that I was faced with. Number one, I was fat. Number two, I was broke. So I needed better nutrition. Okay. And I needed a way to make some income and also to help people. I originally went to school to play football, but my backup plan was to be a doctor. And so I took my MCAT because I wanted to help people, but also eventually live a great lifestyle. And I recognize that I'm going to get into a lot of debt and I'm not going to be able to start my life until at least 35. And so I was open to opportunity. And when I saw what Isagenix could be, and I saw what we had, and we had solutions to truly transform lives. We had opportunity to solve problems. We continue to have opportunities that solve problems. And so as I go through here, this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you may be watching, just look at different areas in your life that you may be so focused on the problem that you are missing the opportunity, the gifts that you have to share with other people. Okay. And it's going to be probably a little bit different for every single person, but I want to share some ideas around opportunity and where opportunities can really start to present themselves. Talk a little bit about the law of sacrifice from my good friend, John Maxwell. Now, you may not like him, you may only love him. I don't know, but he is one of my favorites, especially when it comes to leadership. Okay, so I want to just share some ideas around that. A lot of the things that I like to speak about and talk about and shift towards, our profession, our industry, our leadership principles that I learned from that man. And then I just want to talk about quickly the progression of events and how you can accelerate and explode your business from now until the end of the year. And if that's something you would like to learn, just type 11 in the chat because that's my favorite number. And we're going to keep rocking and rolling. All right, good. We got a lot of motivated people on this call right now. And I'm excited to be able to chat with you on that. So just a couple ideas around opportunity. Okay. Number one is motivation and opportunity are connected to one another. Okay. I really believe that's a fact. So you show me a motivated person. Okay. And I'll show you a person that will find opportunity. Now those two go hand in hand, but also in that order. Very seldomly, okay, is an opportunity presented to an unmotivated person that all of a sudden motivates them. Okay. Almost 100% of the time, what I'm looking for is a motivated person. Okay. A motivated person. I want you to think back on your journey when you were presented this. What areas of your life are you motivated in? What areas of your life are you motivated in right now? Type those in the chat. And then those people that you have partnered with. Okay. Were those motivated people or unmotivated people? Okay. So just rest on that for 1 second. Number two is right attitudes precede the right opportunities. So if you have the right attitudes, we talk so much about mindset, and this is a personal development with a compensation plan attached to it because we know we need to have the right mindset. If we are more positive about a mindset, or if we are more positive about an opportunity, okay, more often than not, that opportunity is going to work out. If we are negative about an opportunity, we're already on the struggle bus, digging through the mud, trying to figure out how to make this thing work when we're focused on the wrong things. Okay, here's just a quick little story around that. A man was visiting a town. He talked to an elder in the town. And he said, "Can you tell me what this town is noted for?" The old man scratched his head a little bit. And he said, "Just a moment. Let me think about this." And he goes, "Well, the beautiful thing is it's a starting point to the world. You can start from here and go anywhere you want to go." Okay, the right attitude always precedes the right opportunities. Okay, number three is today is the best day for an opportunity. Ben Franklin said it best. One today is worth two tomorrows. How many times do we kind of let the day slip away and stop missing all the opportunities, and we say, "Oh, we'll start tomorrow. I'll start on Monday." Hey, how many times has that happened? Opportunity always takes now for an answer. Okay, opportunity always takes now for an answer. Number four, opportunity is a result of pluck and not luck. And so the people that get on in this world are the people who get up and look for circumstances they don't necessarily want. Okay, and if they can't find them, they make them. Okay, so think about that. Looking for the opportunities, always having your antennas open for how can I serve that new person that I'm communicating with. They might not find out today, but I'm going to make sure that I get their contact information. I'm going to connect with them on social. I'm going to get their phone number. I'm going to connect with them on email. Okay, because I'm looking for opportunity. I'm looking for ways to serve other people. Okay, number five, okay, opportunities are not seized in ideal situations. Too many times we are waiting for the right opportunity at the right time when the stars are aligned and Mercury's finally out of retrograde, and we've done our prayer, we've done our meditation, we got the workout in, everything is lined up perfectly. Okay, opportunities are very rarely ever happen like that. They're very rarely ever perfect. Okay, unless we make them perfect, unless we have the idea that I am going to make this better. Okay, number 6. And this is what Harry Overstreet says. Okay, opportunity without commitment will be lost. The immature mind hops from one thing to another, and the mature mind seeks to follow through. Okay, so when you say you're going to do something, you do it. And all of a sudden, the opportunity comes to life. All of a sudden, the opportunity starts blossoming. All of a sudden, the right people, okay, start coming into your organization, start coming into your business, start coming into your life. The right relationships start to be formed. And now we know the beautiful thing about this compensation plan is it's not who you know, but it's who you're going to meet along the way. That might be a new person that you're connecting with online. It might be a new person that you're connecting with at the grocery store. You meet at your kid's soccer game. You meet at a recital. You meet at your church. Or it might be through other people, okay, because we get paid on unlimited levels. I love the beauty of this. Okay, other people that you meet that come to a home party, that come to an event, that you get on a three-way message with, that you get on a three-way call with. Okay, and now you have a new business partner that you would have never met if you weren't open to that opportunity. Okay, and you didn't follow through when you said you were going to be on that call, when you said you were going to follow up, when you said you were going to do the reach out, when you said you were going to host that event, when you said you were going to go to the event. Okay, the people that follow through are the ones that seize the opportunities. Okay, number 7, opportunity is birthed out of problems. The birthplace of opportunity is always, always adversity. Okay, so I got a little acrostic here for you that I want to share. Okay, and this has been passed down that I want to share with you, an acrostic about problems. So problems. So every single letter, there is going to be a word to it for problems. So you might want to write this down. If somebody could type it in the chat, that would be amazing. The letter P stands for every problem is a predictor. Okay, problems more than anything in this life, by your response to them, predict who you are and what you are going to become. Problems have a way of moving people. How many times have you heard maybe somebody get on a Zoom like this, get on stage and talk about how there was a problem, there was an issue that moved them? It might have been losing a job. It might have been a bankruptcy. It might have been a divorce. It might have been losing a business. It might have been their company shut down. Okay, problems move you, success won't. Okay, the problems will move you. When people are discomforted, they start to make a movement. So problems can be predictors. And I know that's not ideal. And again, opportunities are not seized in ideal situations. Okay, but so many times we need an outside force, an outside movement to happen for us to be motivated. And I don't know why that always is. It's not always. Some of you can be very self-motivated and make a decision like that and seize the opportunity. But more often than not, okay, those problems become predictors of the types of issues that we can help solve together, the type of movement that needs to happen. So letter R stands for the fact that problems are reminders. Okay, they're pretty much reminders that life is tough. We've seen this time and time again. They're reminders that life is not easy. Stuff happens. Every day we get up, okay, we're going to have another challenge, another adversity, another difficulty, another hill to climb. That is the way it works. That is the way life works. So if you feel like you're the only one, you are not. Okay, your problem might be a different problem than somebody else, and more often than not, it is. Okay, but that is not unheard of. That is life. That is what we call life. And the people that face those problems head on. And I'll be speaking this from experience. I have let problems dwindle. Okay, and what happens is those problems become larger and larger and larger. But when I take those problems head on and I face them right away, even though it may be comfortable, those are when breakthroughs happen, and those are when breakthroughs happen even faster. Okay, and more people are able to be positively impacted. Okay, so we got PR. Now we're going to O. O stands for the fact that there are opportunities. Okay, there are opportunities in every single problem. Do you know that almost everything you appreciate today is because it was a problem to somebody else? The medications we have, okay, the workouts that we have, the solutions that we have with Isogenics, it was a problem for someone else. Somebody decided, I need to make an unbelievable shake. I need to put these adaptogens together to help people. I need to create a cleanse that actually works and supports the body's natural detox system so it changes lives. At one point, all of the things that we enjoy were a problem to somebody else. I mean, can you imagine if we were solely just riding around on horse and buggy right now? Didn't have a car, didn't have airplanes, we weren't able to get around as fast. Or somebody said, you know what, the payphone is good enough. We don't need cell phones. We don't need to communicate with people, whenever. But at one time, everything that we enjoy, okay, was a problem for somebody else. Somebody got sick and somebody needed to find a cure. And as a result of that, we've been able to retain loved ones. Maybe you yourself has had the opportunity to benefit off of someone else's problem. Okay, the letter B stands for the fact that they are all blessings. You might be saying, Hayden, I don't really understand that. Okay, well, it's really simple. If you had a good life perspective, okay, you would find that our problems, as we look back on them in life, are where we learn the most. And some of the biggest blessings has come as a result of that. Even though there's those days where it was dark and you were like, how am I going to get out of this debt? And the opportunity of Isagenix was presented to you. Or how am I going to release this weight? I used to be fit, or maybe I've never been fit in my life, and now I'm sick of being sick and tired. Okay, sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay, and now all of a sudden, we're learning. Okay, all of a sudden, we find out that this was a blessing. That problem was a blessing. Okay, what are some of the blessings in your life right now? Type a blessing in the chat that has happened in your life. Okay, so the L stands for lessons. Okay, and if we have the right attitude, those lessons will teach us. The letter E in the word problems is the fact that problems are everywhere. I got problems, you got problems, we all got problems. Okay, so let's normalize that that is okay, but it's not what we focus on. The letter M stands for the fact that they are messages. Problems are signals, okay? And by our response, they tell us what we need. If we have a continual reoccurring problem, it is sending us a message. Okay, so look for those messages. What can I learn from this situation? What can I learn from this problem? How am I contributing to this problem? And now what am I going to do to get out of it? And the letter S, okay, is that problems are solvable. All problems are solvable. Okay, just for an example, do you know how Velcro came to be? Maybe not. I really didn't until I started doing some research. But a guy was going through a field and those little burrs, okay? You know those little burrs that stick to you? Now, thank goodness, I was just out hunting. They have pants that the burrs don't stick to you. It's really nice. You're not picking those off all the time. Okay, but this guy, and not at the time, didn't have those. Slacks were covered in them. So he started taking them off. And he was taking off all these burrs, and all of a sudden he got intrigued. And he said, how come these burrs just grab a hold of it? How do they do it? So he put it under a microscope and saw that they have little hooks on them. And he said, oh my goodness, what if I could develop a material that was like a burr? And that's exactly how Velcro came to be. It's got the little hooks, Velcro on. Everybody knows what Velcro is. Okay, we see that. Wow. Okay, R was reminders. Yes, great. We were problem solvers, your time freedom. I love it. Isagenix family, blessings. I want to read through some of these blessings. Okay, be able to homeschool your 3 boys. That is absolutely incredible. Your family, your health. People I've not in this business yet are amazing. Not met in this business. Your health for sure. Family and faith, health and energy. Blessed, God, doesn't it? Say your family, children. Doesn't it feel good to just shout out your blessings from time to time? Okay, actually, you should probably be doing that. We should be doing that every day. Let's commit to that. Okay, every single day, write down 3 blessings. Okay, this call right now, I love it. Aaron, let's go. Okay, so that again, that's the little acrostic right there for problems. So number 8, opportunities can multiply or they can disappear. So very true. But when we feed those opportunities, they tend to multiply. And I love multiplication, okay, over addition. That's why I love this Go Manager promotion right now, because it's creating multiplication. Okay, number 9. Okay, just the last one right here. Okay, another thought on opportunities is that we need to nourish opportunities. Okay, just like when we are growing a plant, we need to water it. It needs to get sunlight. Sunlight needs to have the right soil. Okay, we need to nourish those. We need to nourish those relationships that are important to us. Okay, nourish opportunities. Here's what Peter Drucker said: feed an opportunity and starve a problem. Okay, just what I led off with. Feed an opportunity and starve the problem. Just like David Wood says so many times, if you have not gone to a UIA yet encourage you, go to UIA. I know there's one coming up in, I believe, Toronto in 2 weeks here. There is one coming up in Philadelphia at the beginning of November. I believe it's the 4th through the 6th. Okay, but what he says is no story, no problem. Okay, no story, no problem. How many times do we make up these stories in our head that we have no idea about, and it takes us down the rabbit hole of things that are, again, made up in our head, and it just begins to create more and more problems because there's not the communication, there's not the nourishment of looking at the opportunity, looking at the solution of what we have. So within opportunities, okay, one of my favorite laws that John Maxwell talks about is the law of sacrifice. And you can find this in the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, but the law of sacrifice. And he writes about 4 critical aspects in this law of sacrifice, because when we are seizing an opportunity, when we are taking on an opportunity, we are making a sacrifice. We might have to adjust time where we're spending in certain areas. We might have to spend more time with other people, motivated people, people that are also seizing an opportunity. We might have to adjust things around, okay? But making a sacrifice, because there is no success without sacrifice. And you may have heard this before, but it's either that sacrifice, okay? You're going to take the sacrifice of discipline, or you're going to sacrifice and have regret. And what is it that you want? I know I would rather have that sacrifice of discipline, okay, so that I can choose the things that I want to sacrifice, the things that I may want to give up for a time or maybe forever, okay, in order to have those opportunities for breakthrough. Because I know if I'm breaking through, if I'm growing, that allows expansion for other people to grow as well. And if somebody can learn something from the issues that, I deal with, the problems that I deal with, the opportunities that, I've seized as a result of that, it can help you move faster. Okay, so here's what he writes about the law of sacrifice. 4 things really quickly. There is no success without sacrifice. Okay, there is no success without sacrifice. You look at an athlete, okay, and maybe this was you growing up through high school. You were at the gym, you were working out, you were going to practice, where other people may have been at the lake, they might have been at the ocean, they might have been, goofing around. You had to sacrifice your time, okay, in the off season, in practice, studying film, in order to be the best possible version of yourself during the time when the game came, when the competition came, when the match came. Okay, you had to make those sacrifices. You look at Olympic athletes, they sacrifice 4 years, many years of their early childhood, maybe giving up things that normal kids would go to high school and go to prom and play sports, and they were sacrificing, practicing 4 or 5 hours a day, okay, just to have that opportunity to win the gold medal. Okay, so there's no success without sacrifice. Number 2, leaders are often asked to give up more than others. I want to commend you right now for being on this call. Okay, you are giving up your time right now to have a breakthrough, to be able to help more people. Not everybody is doing this. You are considered a leader. You may be watching this recording. You are considered a leader. Okay, leaders are asked to give up more than others. The heart of leadership is putting others ahead of yourself. Now, this does not mean don't take care of yourself. Okay, this means get yourself ready so that you can take care of others, so you can be the best version of yourself, so that you can give 100% to those others in need, to those others that are looking for you for guidance, to those others that are looking for you. How do I do a 3-way call? How do I share? How do I PVC 1, 2, 3? How do I do that? Okay, others are looking for you to step up. Number 3, you must keep giving up to stay up. Okay, if you stop, okay, John Maxwell always says everything worthwhile is uphill. If you stop, you start sliding down. You're not doing less. You're not doing more. You're stopping. You're going to start slowly sliding down. You're going to lose your edge. You're going to lose your gusto. Now, there is a time to rest, okay, but there is never a time to quit. Okay, there are times to rest, but there is never a time to quit. You must keep giving up to stay up. Okay, the higher the level of leadership, the higher the sacrifice. And how many times have you seen that in your own life, whether it's becoming a parent, it's becoming a spouse, it's getting a new leadership role in your company, in your business, starting a new business. The higher the level of leadership, the higher the amount of sacrifice. No matter what industry you're in, your career path, whatever it is, increasing leadership means increasing that sacrifice. And there are things that you once had to sacrifice that now are delegated. So you might just be switching roles, going to higher responsibility, higher amounts of sacrifice. So here's just something that I want you to do right now, before we head off here and get on with our day, and before you share this with a team member, that really needs to hear this, or somebody in your life that may need to hear one of these lessons. So if you're determined to advance, I want you to type a 2 in the chat, because you're going manager. You're creating 2 consultants. You're going manager. If you are determined to advance, I want you first. We talk about sacrifice. We talk about opportunities. I want you to first list the things that you are not willing to sacrifice. The things that you are not willing to sacrifice. This isn't about giving everything up. This is about setting your priorities straight. Too many times people hear sacrifice and they think their life is going to be over. No, your life is beginning because you are setting your priorities straight. So I want you to make a list. This could be your health, could be your marriage, could be your faith, time with kids. Make a list of the top 5 things you are not willing to sacrifice. These are the things that go on your calendar. They go into your daily to-dos before anything else. Before anything else, the things that you are not willing to sacrifice. Daily exercise, faith, family, health, exercise, gratitude. I love it. Your faith, family time, health, workouts, health, fitness. A lot of 2s in here. Your parents' health. I love it. Health, family, faith, not skipping church, at least 1 workout a day with your family, time with God. I love it. Standards in family, fitness, family, personal development. I think you see we're pretty in alignment here, right? We got a lot of good ideas going right now. And so your next list right now, I want you to make a list of what you get to give up. What do you get to give up that is not serving you towards your opportunities that you are seizing right now? Can you give more of your time, maybe more of your energy, to other resources that will help boost your success, your team's success, your growth? What are a few of those things that you can give up, or you can adjust, you can shift your focus? And I want you to look at these every single day this week, every single day for the rest of the month. As a reminder, scrolling on social media. Amen. Wow. How many times if you gotten caught in the scroll hole before, raise your hand. How good does that feel? Not good at all. All of a sudden you find yourself in comparison game. You think you should be doing something that's not in alignment with you. Sleeping in, scrolling in, being intentional. I love it. Unintentional. Yes, we're not giving up being intentional. H to the no. All right, beautiful. And then the last thing I want you to write down is, and this is where I want you to pat yourself on the back a little bit. I want you to puff your chest up. I want you to stand in your power. What do you have to offer? What is that thing that you have to offer that is within you that you get to share more? What do you have to offer? Hope, freedom, hope. Enthusiasm. I love it. Compassion, joy, hope, faith, positive change. Yes, heart and hustle, love, kindness, time, knowledge, hope, honesty, freedom, prosperity. I love it. Positive outlook. Awesome. Beautiful. So we have a few things that individually you each get to bring forth to your team, to your family, to your world, to your community. And I love it. These are all positive things. Fun, dancing, encouragement, positivity. Put yourself in the situations that you are going to succeed the most. That you're going to succeed the most. And with this, how we continue to get better, how we continue to build stronger bonds with ourselves, with our teams, is by using the progression of events. And I know Hillary talked about doing in-home events. She was traveling to Iowa last week. She was traveling to Colorado the week before, doing events within her team, but using events to help build that culture, to help build that confidence, okay, within your own team, and using the progression of events. And what I've noticed in our business is when we use the progression of events, the geometric progression of numbers begins to take off. Okay, and with Go Manager right now, every single person on your team should know about the possibilities of this. If you have people that are close to hitting Crystal Director, they're not only going to get an extra $250 bonus, but they're going to get an extra $750 bonus. Getting close to Crystal Manager, they're going to hit that $1,000 bonus and an extra $250 bonus. If they are still able to hit Crystal Manager, they're going to get a $500 bonus. Okay, this is a huge, huge, huge deal. We have until the 31st. For those of you that have already qualified for Tulum, every manager that you create, personally enrolled manager that you create for your second and third, you also get $250. So they get the extra $250. You get the extra $250. Now you're flying there for free. And now you're having a lot of fun in Tulum. Okay, or you're using that towards holiday, whatever it may be. Okay, but there are so many possibilities for bonuses right now. If you're not opening your mouth and sharing that, one of the ways that you can do that is by setting up your own events. It can be virtual, it can be in person, but the people that are doing events are the ones that are growing. And then they're building into what would be next is UIA or a Super Saturday. I know there's many of those going on. In a couple of weeks, there's going to be one in Los Angeles. A few weeks after that, I know there's one in Lexington, Kentucky on Isogenics events that you can see all of the associate run events that have been placed on there. If you have people in your area, I encourage you, get them there so their belief can be built. And I want to see you at New Year kickoff. I know regular pricing just went up to regular pricing after, I believe it was the 29th of September, $169. There's tons of freebies and giveaways that you're going to receive just from that, but it is a day-and-a-half event, Friday evening and Saturday all day. That is it in Dallas, Texas to kick off the new year. If you are looking to explode your business, the more people that you have at that event, the better your year is going to start off, and you're going to watch your business grow and explode. Okay, but if you can use these progression of events in home to Super Saturdays, to opportunity meetings, to a UIA to get people trained and get the skills, and then to New Year kickoff where we all get together, we get to have a lot of fun, but it's going to be a very business focused event. I cannot wait to see you there. Get your ticket. One of the things I like to do is when a personally enrolled hits manager, gifting them a ticket to that next event when they can make it. Okay, so people are earning that and people want to be there. I cannot wait for it. You guys, thank you so much for spending a little time with me this morning. I hope that you found some value and found some areas that you get to improve on, areas that you get to shift your focus, areas that you get to stop focusing on the problem and start seizing your opportunity, because every single one of you have a gift to share. You just told me what it was. So go out there, share it today. You have the opportunity to impact somebody's life on such a grand scale. I mean, come on. Can you imagine if somebody never shared this with you? We wouldn't even be sitting here right now. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Let's rock this Tuesday out. God bless you guys. And we will see you next week.